DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
All right, everybody, welcome into Fresh Takes with Russo and Felice, a special edition of sort here this week. I know what you're thinking. Paul, you're every other week in the summer. What the hell? Back-to-back weeks? I hear you. But I got with Nick. We figured we'd do a little bit more of a prep for Watkins Glen here this weekend for everybody. It also kind of works out better anyway on the back end of scheduling stuff. Coming up, as you know, football season is quite literally around the corner at this point. So it works out better if we did next week off. We go right into week O or whatever, you want to call it, of the college football season at that point. The following week and then into the true week 1 of college football. So we got that coming up. Obviously, Watkins Glen preview. We're going to do a mini review of the Fantastic Four First Steps movie as well. We're probably going to do that first before Watkins Glen, just get that out of the way with. But Nick, good to see you. Happy we could kind of make this work and get something out here. A bit of a shorter version of the podcast, but longer version of the Watkins Glen preview. We kind of do it here.
End of the day, it's just there was more topics this week than there was next week. And we're doing a preview instead of a recap.
Yeah.
But looking forward to it. Busy schedule at Watkins this week.
Yeah.
You got 4 series there this week, which they had in 2021, I believe.
Yeah, 21 coming out of the pandemic was the last time that we had the 4, what I call national touring series. I don't know. Depends how people want to view ARCA, but they've been a staple now going back for a borderline 10 years at least on this, and then the truck's coming back for the first time since 21, then obviously Xfinity and Cup.
Also, ARCA going off at 2 o'clock in the afternoon gives you a feel of a really long weekend.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I will be there all weekend. We'll get more on that, though, in a second. Thank a couple more of our sponsors this week, including GoNet Speed. The future connection is here, and it's fiber made for how we live and work today. GoNet Speed fiber, faster and stronger than anything out there. You can check availability in your area, as well as plans and pricing at GoNetspeed.com. Get ready for fast and reliable fiber internet straight to your home. And Auburn Auto Group, when it comes to selection and service after the sale. Auburn Auto Group has been the premier destination for new and used car buyers for close to 40 years. Among the brands offered on Route 5 in Auburn include Chevrolet, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Toyota, and Subaru. Thanks to our wide range of makes and models, you're sure to find your new or used car at Auburn Auto Group. All right, spoiler alert for a moment here. Like I said, excuse me, Fantastic Four First Steps. We saw it over the weekend on Saturday. Give everybody a couple extra seconds here to either jump ahead, mute it, do whatever you want to do. We don't have any visual aids on this one, obviously.
Mute us like this is around the horn.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, enough time has passed if you haven't done it already.
They're now the Fantastic Five.
Well, okay. My initial reaction after the movie, and it has remained the same since, which for movies this year for me, Nick, has been a bit of a
disappointment.
More of a better, I think, understanding or viewpoint, depending on how you look at it. But for me, the feeling I have now, really 3 days after the fact, is still the same I had after the movie.
Yeah,
not bad, not great. Don't regret seeing it. It's a tough one because I think if you want to keep with the lineage, right, of where Marvel is going with the series and in this phase, probably would need to see it to maybe understand it a little bit. That being said, and again, this goes back to me just being probably indifferent on it as a whole, could have probably have done a little bit better with what they had. I'll save the rest of this until after we get your initial thoughts, and now a few days after, how you kind of feel about the movie.
Well, obviously it's a movie that introduced these Fantastic Fours.
Right.
Obviously, there's previous movies, and wouldn't be surprised with the multiverse that those other characters might show up. We know that, actually. Johnny from Fantastic Four that came out, which is funny. They came out 2005, then 2015, then 2025.
Yeah.
So 10 years apart. But the one that came out in 2005, we know that Johnny from that one, Johnny Storm, is dead. R.I.P. He was killed in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well,
For what we know. I mean, it could be a different
okay,
version.
I know something that I'm not going to go into.
It could be a different version.
Well, the tough part with it is, right, and this is what I mean by I think they could have done a little bit better job on, like, the thing. I don't mean to interrupt, but, like, that Johnny Storm is going to be back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not dead.
Correct.
Well, we killed off. Enough about Deadpool Wolverine. That was it was like a joke they threw in there.
Right.
But anyway, so this movie, obviously introducing these characters for the first time, and it, it's your typical origin movie. You really got to know them, and I like them. Like you said, my opinion of the movie hasn't changed either since we watched it on Saturday. It was a good movie. It wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. It was a good movie. And I really did like the characters. Not many characters in this movie when you really think about it.
Yeah.
Not that many. And simple plot. They introduce the characters. Then they fight, what's the bad guy's name in the movie? Galactus? They fight him for the first time while she's pregnant.
/ Silver Surfer, depending upon how you view it. Yeah.
And then they fight him the first time while she's pregnant, and they have the kid, and they fight him again. That's pretty much the whole movie.
Yeah.
And you got to learn a little bit of the characters. Don't like that we're getting introduced to them so quickly when Avengers Doomsday is coming here soon.
Yeah.
In the next few years, whatever it is. But
Doomsday is next winter. It's coming out.
Okay. Overall, good movie.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like 7.7, 7.8.
Yeah, I give it a flat 7. Yeah, it's interesting because there is one more movie to go until Doomsday, which is Spider-Man New World. And that's next year too. So did we have one coming up?
I've seen the TikToks of them filming it right now. It's kind of cool.
It's interesting. Yeah, I do agree with. I saw one critic talk about this. I do agree. I like how we didn't necessarily get an origin story. They told us how they got right to be Fantastic Four, but it was pretty tight, and I like that for what they were aiming for.
I mean, if you're a diehard fan, you do know how they happen.
Right. Yeah.
The space. Yeah.
I think my big beef, and it's kind of the Marvel thing, or whoever's been making the Marvel movies in this past 20-year run with them, and frankly beyond, they just seem to never know really what to do with the Fantastic Four, and it kind of happened again a little bit in this movie. I felt like it just wasn't, and this is what we kind of mean by some of the stuff we're talking about, right? To me, anyways. Like, yeah, we had 2 battles, but they weren't. I don't want to say they were necessarily altering, only because obviously the last battle, I guess, technically is, but like, especially the first one was just so nonchalant. Like, it just didn't. I don't know. It just felt very casually like, hey, this is here, like, deal with it type thing. I don't know. It just was one of those things where it's like, again, you have a lot of promise you can do with this group in this sect of the Marvel Universe. And I don't know if it's like, I don't view it as necessarily leaving them out to dry, right? But it's just like, I think you're banking on the brand on that one, especially to carry it, and not anything else.
Yep. I guess
it's a tough way to view it, I think, but for me, it's the only way I can view it.
My final grade, 7.7. Going with that. But, as we have seen Thunderbolts.
And I love Thunderbolts.
And they showed in the end credit scene that the Fantastic Four is coming, and we assume it's that same Fantastic Four.
It is. I mean, it is. I mean, even if that movie didn't say it, I mean, Marvel, when they teased the cast of
They're not going to make this Fantastic Four.
Of Doomsday, you know, they literally had
Doctor Doom.
Right, but they had Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Their chairs out. So we knew even before all of that they were going to be in Doomsday following this movie. So,
and, you know, it was an interesting end credit scene that finally showed Doctor Doom from the back.
Well, what we assume is Doctor Doom.
Yes. I think it's good setting up. I just wish we would have had a few more movies and maybe stepped it up a notch in the second movie or not. We're going into the Doomsday movie knowing this.
Is it weird to ask or maybe state that I would have rather them had what appears to be the 5 years later end credit scene and be the actual movie we had here? And I only say that because you mentioned, right, very few characters were introduced in this movie in the grand scheme of it, right? We have this universe's Fantastic Four. We had Galactus. We had Silver Surfer. Mm-hmm. Maybe make the case of like a couple other characters, but other than that, not really it. And I would make the case that the baby Franklin, not so much a character as it is an entity in the movie. If you know what, if you understand what I mean.
No.
Whereas if we look from the end credit scene, he would be a character the way it appears. And I'm not saying you can't do the same thing where you keep a very tight cast and character group. I just think the way it sets up, I mean, we have to assume Galactus, Silver Surfer are going to be in some way, shape, or form involved, right?
Yeah.
In Doomsday. But, like, I just think I'd rather have that 5-year version of the movie down the line than what we got, I think.
You're talking about when they did the time jump at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it does sound like we get that, but not until after Doomsday.
Yeah.
So I think my main worry is, do we end up with that Marvel Untied thing again like we have had pop up? You can make the case technically before Endgame, but really after Endgame. You know what I mean?
So out of all the Marvel movies that have come out this year, Captain America, Thunderbolts, and this, right? And Fantastic, those are the three?
Yeah.
What's the best one? Thunderbolts?
I guess I'm in the minority. I thought it was Thunderbolts, but not a lot of people, I guess, end up being as down with it as I was.
I don't think people are high on Captain America, though.
No, Captain America's the one where I really feel, I don't want to say gypped out of money, but like, man, they had a lot of opportunity for the Sam thing to go a different way. And that's my main thing with that one, in hindsight, right? That one, it was a very secular movie. Like, there is no, like, obviously we know he's going to be involved in Doomsday. Like, we aren't, like,
yeah.
But that event was so secular that, like, it's tough to really go anywhere with it outside of what we got.
I think they were all...
And I mean, Thunderbolts we know is going to be a major part of Doomsday, whether it's as Thunderbolts or New Avengers, right? So...
I mean, they were all, like, okay.
Yeah.
But they weren't great movies.
I think I just had the most fun with Thunderbolts. I think that's what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that, because the characters are a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
The other ones. I mean, Fantastic Four, 2 of them are pretty serious. The other 2 are, where you get your fun.
I mean, you can make the case that 3 were pretty serious and 1 was just the comedic relief.
You're talking about Johnny Storm being the comedic relief?
Yeah. I think you can make the case that Thing was...
Yeah. I like him, though.
Pretty serious. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's opportunity with development there, for sure. As we saw in the movie anyway. But.
And then you get Thunderbolts, where the group's not the most serious group in the world, but, they're fun to root for.
Well, they're serious, right? But it's like they are quite literally the outcasts. Yeah. So they have no other, I think, method other than being, the not freaks or jesters or whatever, but like, like what other option do they have? it's similar to, we compared it this way even at time, it's similar to the Suicide Squad essentially on the DC side of things. Where it's like, yeah, I don't think they're necessarily comedic relief, but like.
So the next movie is supposed to be the Superman movie?
Superman.
Or Superman.
I think
Spider-Man.
I think. I might be off, but I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but.
Well, I think I can definitely check quick while you talk.
Yeah, so next winter, you're saying that Doomsday is going to happen. Then we have Space Wars or something. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So those are like the next two big Avengers movies. It's the first Avengers movie since Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always fun because, all the characters get to come together. And they're, Peter Quill, Chris Pratt was on a morning show this week.
Uh-huh.
And he said that Peter Quill's still supposed to come back.
Yeah, so not to interrupt, but yeah, we are in a pretty much full year break cinema-wise for Marvel. Spider-Man Brand New Day, targeted release date of July 31, 2026.
That's crazy. They're filming it right now.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be done by July.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing with Doomsday. I mean, Doomsday, I know, well, technically Spider-Man 2 were both affected by the writer's strike. Doomsday allegedly initially was supposed to be out this upcoming December. Got pushed back to May 26, and now it's December 18, 26. I kind of like, though, we're going to have a little bit of whatever, but Secret Wars is slated to be out a year after Doomsday. Secret Wars, December 17, 27. So, either way.
So a year later.
Yeah.
I like when movies come out in December.
Yeah.
Holiday time.
Yeah.
Get excited.
It's interesting. Marvel kind of is now honed in on that time frame pretty good. So.
Yeah, Stranger Things taking over this winter, apparently.
Yeah, I've never seen a single episode, so it's probably more of a...
I'm a Fringe fan.
Yeah.
You're not going to get much Stranger Things. You're not going to get much Stranger Things talk on here.
So, yeah, no. Hey, let's transition over here. NASCAR at the Glen.
Is the Glen all capital, or is the capitalized when you talk about the Glen?
I do it, yeah.
I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so Watkins Glen International NASCAR weekend. We kind of already talked a little bit about it last week. We're going to get more kind of in the weeds a little bit here. Get to go back. I guess it's technically...
Well, yeah, what number is this?
I don't know. Depending upon the way you view it, 10th year. I don't know how you...
10th?
I don't know how you view the COVID.
You went back.
How do you view the
before
COVID?
COVID though.
Well, how do we view the COVID year? Is it like eligibility with football in college?
Because you paid tickets that year?
Yeah, technically.
You were
I
supposed
didn't pay in 21 though because I got credited over. So.
Oh. Yeah, what kind of?
Okay, fair enough.
How many times did you go before COVID?
2014, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh no, I guess this is 11 then.
It doesn't count. 10th.
All right, fair enough.
Even number.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. This is going to be what? Weekend number 5 for you down there? 6? 5, 6?
21, 22, 23, 24.
5. Okay.
5. Yep.
I couldn't remember if you were 19 or not, but
5.
that's on me. So,
Yeah, fun.
looking forward to it. Are you going down officially tomorrow to pick up your credential?
So I'm going to my buddy Josh Langley's house tomorrow, who lives in Watkins Glen.
You need to dox him.
Who lives in Watkins Glen. Think about picking him up Friday morning before going to work.
Gotcha. So 2 trips down.
3. Going Saturday and Sunday.
You know what I mean. Yeah.
2 trips. I will not be there Friday for the 2 races, but I will be there Saturday and Sunday.
I'll be there all 3 days. Looking forward to it. I'm taking my camera down for sure Friday. I want to take it down Saturday as well. So
It's supposed to be pretty nice this weekend.
yeah, we were going to avoid rain. I was kind of admittedly looking forward to Friday. About last week, there was still a chance of rain Friday. And you got to experience it for those few laps. Jeez, it was 3 years ago now.
Oh, the rain one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, especially if it was ARCA and trucks, those drivers, man, in the rain would be. You want to talk about some anarchy and chaos?
Yeah. The rain one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I've only. I think I've only gone to like 2 Cup Series races before. I usually don't. I usually not there for the Cup, but I'm gonna be there for this year.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You are right. Yeah.
I've gone to the Xfinity one every
Right.
year.
I forgot about that.
I've only gone to a couple Cup ones.
Yeah.
I remember the one my buddy Nate came.
Right. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yep.
And we watched William Byron dominate.
Yeah. That was 2 years ago now.
That might be the only one I had. I can't remember another one.
No, you were there last year for the Cup race.
But I don't remember because it was Briscoe one, right?
Busher. Yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway,
You were there for that because I remember you were texting me after about SVG versus Busher. Like way after. It was like after the fact of everything.
All right, yeah.
So,
But I remember the Byron one.
yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a snooze fest.
Yeah, he just dominated.
Not every race can be winners.
Yeah, but Busher was good last year.
Yeah, that was a hell of a race last year.
Yep. So I've only been to a couple though.
Yeah.
But so I'm looking forward to going back to the Cup Series this year. Xfinity, nice.
Xfinity usually puts on the best show overall all weekend, I think.
You get a lot of the repeat winners early. Like, was it Connor Zilic?
Yeah, so Zilic is the one that's going to be the one to watch here. He's pulling, technically now he's pulling triple duty. He's in a truck. There was some not late breaking, but some driver news there where one driver got fired from his ride because he told the team he wouldn't be back next year. Big to-do. But Zilic is now in a pretty competitive truck. I don't know how well he's going to do. He's only, I think, raced a truck like once or twice. So it'll be interesting. But he's running, obviously, Xfinity. He has an opportunity to extend a pretty interesting history streak going on for himself in consecutive top 5 finishes in a row, obviously. And then he's running the Cup race as well. So
Busy week.
Stuff to watch there. Shane Van Gisbergen's running double duty with Xfinity and Cup.
I'm excited to watch Chris Buescher again. Is he supposed to win?
Well, he's also running a truck in Watkins Glen as well on Friday. So,
Really?
yep, tomorrow.
Little prep.
It'll be interesting to kind of see that. Looking forward to it. Not as many really close local ties as a couple of years past, but still some. I know in the ARCA race we got, I got the list right here, so that's why I'm.
Corey Heim, gonna win the trucks.
He'd probably would be the odds-on favorite even above Zilic. For the trucks, I would put him above Zilic.
I saw that he won the ARCA
Yes.
a few years back.
Yeah. So locally, well, even that, it's not like locally speaking. We got Chris Worth. I think he's the dentist up in Rochester or something like that. He's running in the ARCA race again. But a couple of New York drivers. Andy Jankowiak from Orchard Park. He's a staple around here anyway in the modified racing scene. So he's running his ARCA car like he usually does. Other than that, I apologize if I'm missing a ton. I know like Dale Quarterly's running it in Pampa, but they're all from Boston Spa and Goshen, which is downstate, and then obviously up in the Capital District. So not as many as usual. There's a couple like local-ish sponsors throughout the weekend. I'm not going to really get into all of that though because I think everybody still would prefer to root the driver, not the thing on the car, but still pretty cool. So the ARCA race is always a bit interesting because it's a combination of your like really hyper veterans, I call it, right? Guys who race for the sake of they just like racing, and the young guys who are development drivers for Toyota and Chevy, and they're out there to get experience. So
You're young actors.
Young actors killed.
Is he in it?
Who?
Frankie Muniz?
He's in the truck race, yeah.
The truck race.
Yep.
He doesn't do ARCA anymore?
No. He's running the full truck schedule, so. It's interesting. On the ARCA side, a few names to keep an eye on for LeVar Scott, runs Chevrolet for Rev Racing. Don't think he'll win. I think he'll be a name, though, in the top 5 you want to keep an eye on. Brent Cruz, rather, he's running the Gibbs car in ARCA. He is a up-and-coming Toyota guy. Has run some TA2, which is Trans Am stuff, so road course stuff. Keep an eye on him. Tyler Rafe, he's running as a teammate to the points leader in this race, Brendan Butterbean Queen. Keep an eye on him. Alon Day is really the name I'm really interested in. I think the diehard NASCAR fans will remember him from like a decade ago, running some one-off cup stuff. But he's running in a Venturini car. Brendan Queen, Butterbean, already mentioned him, points leader. Keep an eye on him. Don't know how well he'll do on a road course. It will be pretty interesting to kind of see what happens with him there. Isabella Robusto, Toyota driver. Keep an eye on her. Andy J, kind of already mentioned him. Those are the guys. And then Tristan McKee, 16 years old, making his ARCA debut.
Wow.
Chevy's very high on him.
Is he a road course guy?
He's primarily run TA2 and Cars Tour. Cars Tour is short track and late model, but TA2 is Trans Am. Those are the names to really keep an eye on.
Has he ever heard of Watkins Glen?
Yeah. He raced here with Trans Am last month. So.
Oh, okay. It's just crazy. It's like these guys, if it's like their first time over, they've ever even heard of this little town.
Right.
And it's kind of nuts that there's a professional sport in this.
I mean, it's the birthplace of American road racing, and I don't think many people, even in our area, fully. Look, I don't think you have to. I don't want you to necessarily appreciate racing, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, damn, it's right in our backyard. I don't know. It's not like I don't think people care. I just wish more people recognized.
What's the town in New Hampshire that they race at?
Concord.
What's the population there?
Oh, I have no idea.
Is it like small like Watkins Glen?
No, it's technically bigger than Watkins Glen.
Oh, really?
Concord's like I think the biggest city in New Hampshire.
Probably.
So
it's just crazy. I mean, Watkins Glen's smaller than us.
Yeah, Watkins Glen is pretty. I would say on par with like the Pocono area in that sense. Trying to think of maybe Brooklyn, Michigan as well.
And NASCAR's been coming here for a long time.
Since the mid-'80s.
Mid-'80s. That had to have been a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, when does track get made? Has the track always been here?
No. Well, they used to run in town, in Watkins Glen. And
Motorsports did?
Yeah.
Or NASCAR?
NASCAR ran one race in town in the 50s, yeah.
Really?
I'm going to need to show you some of that video, aren't I? You're going to get squirmish, actually. I don't know if I should.
Downtown Watkins Glen.
You know why it had to stop, right?
No. So
okay. I need to do a quick disclaimer then for what I'm about to say. Squeamish possibility here. Yeah, they had to stop because a car got out of control coming down the hill. So, you know, when you're coming in on the 414 side, down the east end of Seneca Lake.
I remember going up that hill.
And you go, well, right, but you turn, but you get to that stoplight where you turn right or left on the 14, or you can go straight, and I think it's 409 or whatever that road is, and you go up. Well, the way the course is, you would come down that hill and turn right and then go by the courthouse and then go back up by the state park. Well, coming down that hill on one of the laps, one of the drivers lost their brakes and smashed into the crowd and killed a kid. And that's how...
This was in the 50s?
That's how racing inside Watkins Glen proper got ended. They chose the present property. Technically, it's in the town of Dix, I believe. Yeah. But, like, there are a couple possibilities could have put it actually on the other side of Seneca Lake. But, alas.
And there's your history.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pick to win, Alan Day for ARCA.
I like Brendan Queen.
I like that pick. Butterbean, name there. Truck Series, running 5 p.m., I think, is when everything kind of comes on TV. I think the technical green flag's on until like 5.
What channel are we on this weekend?
FS1 for that.
Oh,
no, are you talking for...
Just like all the recent races.
ARCA's FS2, Truck is FS1, Xfinity on Saturday is CW, and then USA Network 4 Cup. All right, the trucks. Kyle Busch is running. He's in the 07.
Really?
Yes. Corey Hyman, the 11, Toyota guy. Kind of already mentioned him a little bit. Gio Ruggiero, also a Toyota guy in the 17. Keep an eye on him. He had a really good run at Lime Rock, the other road course that the trucks run on. Keep an eye on that. Frankie Muniz, for the sake of Nick, he's running the 33 truck.
Some people want to know.
I don't think he'll win.
Has he come close?
No. Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith, both Ford teammates. Keep an eye on them. Ross Chastain's running the 44. He's double dipping from the Cup Series on the trucks. I mentioned Connor Zillis already. Christopher Bell running the trucks as well. He's double dipping, but he is in relief for an injured driver. A bit of a local guy here, Stuart Friesen, had a really nasty wreck running his big block up in Montreal or up in Quebec near Montreal last week. He's going to be out for the rest of the year. He had a broken pelvis in a couple different spots, broken leg. Really hoping that he gets on the mend here. He's out for the rest of the year, unfortunately. Christopher Bell, one off in that 52 truck, though. Keep an eye on that. Chris Buescher, as I mentioned, running the 66. He's double dipping with ThorSport. Really excited for Brent Cruz. He's making his truck debut this weekend as well. Rajat Karuth in the 71. Keep an eye on him. Another guy I'm really excited for is Parker Klingerman. The diehard NASCAR fans probably know the story. I'm assuming you don't. The team that he runs for, Henderson Motorsports, their owner died earlier this year. They have not been to the track in a few months because of that. They're making a comeback starting this weekend at Watkins Glen with Parker. Parker's a really great racer. I'm excited to see what he can possibly do in that 75 truck. Other than that, Ty Majeski in the 98, Ben Rhodes in the 99, a couple other staples in the truck series there. So
Can't go against Corey Heim. That's my pick.
yeah, it's going to be tough to go against him. I think it's in theory to me, it's going to come down between him and Zilich. I just have a hard time believing Zilich is not going to be able to me, frankly, go out there and stick that truck in a good spot.
Now, what about Jonah Heim?
From Hamburg, New York, fellow Buffalarian. Keep an eye on Kyle Busch, too. I mean, anytime Kyle Busch gets in one of these things, you have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Just has not been, this is, I think, his fifth and final start in the trucks this year. Just has not been great. We'll see. You never know. All right, Xfinity on Saturday, Nick. The names that you're going to need to know.
The Missions 200.
Is that one that's Mission 200? I know the trucks is the Mission 176 or something like that. So, all right. Sheldon Creed in the 00. Carson Quapple in the 1 for Junior Motorsports. Jesse Love in the 2 for RCR. Al Geyer, the 7 for Junior Motorsports. We'll get back. I saw you put the finger. Hold on. I got to get through the main headliners here. Shane Van Gisbergen also running a Junior Motorsports car in the number 9. Michael McDowell in a one-off for Spire Motorsports in the 11. He'll be starting that car. Austin Hill in the 21. Look, I'm always saying this because he's coming back off of suspension, so he's there.
He's also a good road courser.
No, he's not. Well, he's all right, but not.
He's won here. Won the trucks.
In a truck.
A win's a win.
Fair enough. Good call. Austin Green in the 32. I don't think he's going to win. But if you're in a market that allows you to bet top 10s and top 5s in Xfinity, a little sprinkle. Sprinkle on Austin Green.
Austin Green.
Yep. Sam Mayer in the 41. Anthony Alfredo again, another one where I don't think his equipment's going to allow him to, but top 10 sprinkle. Anthony Alfredo, keep an eye on that. Other than that, Nick Sanchez in the 48. Jeremy Clements in the 51, a good road course racer. Only because of his last name, I'm bringing him up, but Thomas Annunziata. Connor Zilich in the 88 as well. So those are Xfinity.
What do you like, Sam Mayer?
No. He did win last week. I just think this is going to be kind of like last year, SVG versus Zilich battle. And I'm really hoping that's the case.
Take an Allgaier.
Ooh, he's not bad. I don't think compared to his two teammates there, man, I'm going to go SVG. I think he gets back at Zilich this year. I think he gets back at Zilich.
He's the best road courser in the game right now.
He might be the best of all time.
All time?
Yeah.
Better than Jeff Gordon?
Yeah.
Wow. What are you smoking over there? Your boy.
Real recognizes real. There's still a couple entry blanks on the Xfinity side too, but it's for rides I don't think are going to, I hate phrasing it this way, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. like I said, the Xfinity race to me is always probably the best one of the weekend in Watkins. So if you have the opportunity to even tune in for a little bit on I know at least here in Seneca Falls we get both CWs, so tune in for that.
Should be a good one.
Yeah.
Watch the greatest road course of all time.
Yeah. Well, joining him in the Cup Series, really realistically, a lot of these guys have a chance. I don't know if I want to do the full thing like I've been doing here with that. But look, Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, William Byron. I'm going to throw Todd Gilliland in there, sneaky good guy on the road courses. Same with Zane Smith a little bit. Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, Michael McDowell, Conor Zilic, Shane Van Gisbergen, and Daniel Suarez. Those are, like I said, that's pretty much half the Cup entry list right there. I just rattled off that to me have a really good chance of winning
So,
on Sunday.
If your statement is correct, you're going to go with SVG.
Yeah, I think so. Completely forgot about AJ Allmendinger when I said that list. Yeah, it's just hard not to pick him right now, man. He's won the 3 straight road course races in the Cup Series. I mean,
He's going to lose. Because it's not going to be my guy, Chase Elliott. I know you want me to pick him.
that's not who I want you to pick.
I'm going to pick Ryan Blaney.
I like that pick.
I think he gets it done.
Stupid, sexy Blaney.
But Bubba's hot. Don't let him stay hot.
Yeah, that's true. Before I do my picks, I'm gonna give some interesting, like I said, top 10, top 5 bets. If you want to do some sprinkle, if you're into that type of stuff, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do the main guys I said here really, only because of you're not going to get good enough juice, frankly, on like a Kyle Larson top 10 or even a Kyle Larson top 5.
Like golf.
It's just it's like when you're betting Scott even golf, like just sure, but it's not worth the squeeze, right? I mentioned Todd Gilliland. I think that's a guy who's worth that area to do it. I think a guy like Justin Haley, ran top 10 last year for a little bit. He needs a good run. He's actually on the hot seat right now. He's one of 2 guys in the Cup Series who are at risk of losing their rides next year at this point.
Really?
And that's it, yeah. I kind of already mentioned Allmendinger. I just don't think the odds are going to be there for him because he is a road course guy. So I think he's going to have better odds, say, for juice purposes and obviously like SVG, I mentioned Todd Gilliland already. I think that's a good play. Zane Smith, I think, is one too. He finished top 10 here last year with all of his other Spire teammates, including Carson Hocevar, who's in this race. I think that's a good play as well if you're going that route. Michael McDowell, I think, is a good one too. Again, though, I don't know what his value is really going to be because he is a road course guy.
What about Christopher Bell, top 5?
Depends, I think, where he qualifies, but that will really dictate how much juice is in that fruit for that bet. He needs a good run, though, in a bad way. That was a guy who won 3 straight races at the start of the year, has gone pretty quiet since, it needs a good run. Other than that, a guy like John Hunter Nemechek kind of perks the interest a little bit for some juice worth the squeeze. He has run good on road courses in the past. He'd be an interesting one to kind of see how that plays out. Other than that, the only other one that is of interest, and he's not a road course guy. He's a self-proclaimed non-road course guy. He's riding back-to-back top 10s on the road courses. Ryden Preece, modified driver from the Northeast. He's from Connecticut, but stomping grounds were this area growing up. So I think he's an interesting one as well. So for the win, you pick 2 again?
Blaney.
I like that.
Thank you.
I do like that pick.
You seem to like all my picks today.
Yes. I'm going to go Tyler Reddick. I think he gets through the bubble.
Really?
Finally.
Over SVG? Hyping him up.
You want me to pick somebody that's not SVG, even though I want to take SVG, so that's why.
It's just crazy. Best of all time. Why best of all time? Because he's hot this year?
I think it's just he has his 4 Cup wins, albeit all on road courses, all been within a collective start of 40. Very few drivers in NASCAR history have that clip, or even are near that clip.
And this guy's foreign.
Well, yeah.
Has there been a lot of foreign players?
There's
or
been
foreign drivers.
I think there's always been a little bit more than I think people fully realize.
You just don't think of that in that.
Like Daniel Suarez, who's been full-time in Cup now since 2017, is from Mexico.
Yep. I knew he was foreign.
Yeah, I mean, people just don't. It's actually kind of funny. I believe we have 4 nationalities racing this weekend. Let me double check quick. Yeah, 4. We have United States being represented. We have Mexico represented with Suarez. We have New Zealand represented with Shane Van Gisbergen, and we have the United Kingdom represented with Catherine Legg. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a no-hitter alert going on right now.
I saw that. Who is it? 3 outs
Kevin Williams, 3 outs away
against the Mets.
against the Mets. Should we ride out with this right now, even though we're going to be a little delayed on when people see this?
But
We can kind of wrap.
overall, looking forward to going back.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a fun weekend. Now, I'm going to do a little something here before you jump in with this. You're going to get spared a little bit because you're in the media center. You're credentialed up. You can go to the media center anytime you want. If you're in the stands this weekend, especially on Sunday, I cannot stress this enough. Have water with you. It's going to be hot on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And when you are in the stands at Watkins Glen, you might as well be a hot dog on a roller at the gas station. You are going to be cooking. Low 90s is the projected right now. Bring water, bring some sunscreen, be prepared. I cannot tell you how many times, and this isn't just a Watkins Glen thing I see at this point, but Watkins Glen's where it gets really amplified for me with this. Cannot tell you how many people I see struggling there or are passed out because they are just dehydrated and heat stroked out. I beg you, please.
You heard them.
Please be prepared. I cannot stress that enough.
Also, this track, you don't need the ears very much.
No, you don't. I mean, I still have my plugs with me, but I rarely use them there because you are.
Because it's just the cars aren't there all the time.
Yeah. Other thing in terms of preparedness. Now, you know this because you do have to walk a little bit. Have comfortable footwear and proper footwear. It's rare I have to say that in a situation like this with Watkins Glen. If you're not going down for the first time and don't know, it's a big-ass track. You do a lot of walking more than likely. In fact, one of the things I like about going down, especially on Fridays, is there's hardly anybody there in the grand scheme of it. And you can walk around and pretty much be left alone for the most part, and it's great. Yes. That being said, wear proper footwear. My little Italian loafer shoes here aren't going to cut it today or down there. Have some sneakers.
And I'll try to stop
ready
by
to go.
and see, either Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. So Sunday is going to be tough for you, but
I'll try Saturday.
Yeah.
There's not as many people there.
Anyway, back to you for.
Yeah, looking forward to it again. Like I said last week, I've done it so many times now, and I'm used to it, and it's a good time every time.
Yeah.
Chicken fingers, stay strong.
It's true.
They make good chicken fingers there.
They have a new Dandy Mart in the track too. So
Really?
take advantage of that.
Came with your brother, who's my shout out today. Spoiler.
Oh wow.
A spoiler shout out, first ever. Your brother doesn't even know what a Danny Mart is.
Yeah, I still call BS on that.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
I get it. There's no Danny Marts up here. You gotta go down a little, go a couple miles. You'll
I get
see.
the Hector, but yeah.
There's a Danny Mart on 414.
Yeah, Hector, yeah.
Yep. You're right. There's also a good one in Dundee, downtown
Still,
Dundee.
though, how he has seen them. He's definitely been in one. I don't understand how he claims he doesn't know what they are.
But don't worry, Pat. You're still getting that shout out. But it should be a good time. Yeah, just hoping for good weather.
Yeah.
Good air. Hope the air can't talk.
Better.
I hope the air conditioner's working in the media center because I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, probably won't be out much on Sunday, but they got good TVs in there.
I bet.
And I'll just take pictures as always and show you.
All right, Nick. Who are you shouting out?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout your brother Pat. It's his brother.
He's our brother, man.
It's his brother on Monday. It's his birthday on Monday. He's turning 29.
29.
29 years old on Monday, and looking forward to him getting into the 29-year-old club.
Yep. Joining the rest of us. Nick, appreciate you being able to make this work out, and frankly, how it's going to time out with everything else for
you
the
have
summer,
fun,
so, yeah.
safe weekend.
You too, man. Appreciate that. Hey, special edition kind
11th
of
time, too.
Special edition kind of a Fresh Takes in the books. We'll talk with everybody again in a couple weeks. We're going back to that summer schedule now officially, but when we come back, it'll be back to being every week again because football season's going to be here. So we are going to be looking forward to that. Enjoy the weekend, everybody, especially if you're going down to Watkins Glen. Maybe we'll run into you and enjoy the races there. If not, we'll talk again in a few weeks. Enjoy the summer weather. Be safe.